good friend and neighbor, Tim Gordon.
Thank you, David. I appreciate those words a great deal. I want to thank Nick and David for supporting this project in so many different ways. David was the first to jump on an airplane with myself and Mark Carter and go around the country and try to fund this particular project and try to build the emotion of it to where people would want to give back to it and understand it and understand why we were doing it. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the donors showing up today. We'll be coming over to the house a little bit later this evening. I appreciate your passion for this project as well. Bonnie and Deb, thank you for being here, and everyone else from Vanderbilt. Someone asked me the question today, earlier, about what this project meant to me personally. Certainly emotional because of what's to the right of this table right here, and that's the players themselves. You know, you're given the key to teach in higher academia like we are, and you're given the opportunity to build relationships because of what you teach, whether it be economics or baseball. It just so happens that we live in the world of baseball. And because of that, you get to build these fine relationships that just extend themselves, that move beyond Nashville, that move beyond Vanderbilt, that there's just no amount of money that you can attach to it that has any type of value. The value is just the growth that comes from it, experiencing the growth, watching them have their own children, watching them get married, and watching them have an effect on other parts of our society, whether it's Major League Baseball, business, or what have you. That's the paycheck a coach gets. That's the paycheck a teacher gets. It has nothing to do with monetary. It has everything to do with emotion. And when you give back to something, you give back only because you want to. You're driven by it. You're driven by it because of your feeling of what you had when you were inside of it and how you want to replay it in your mind again. And a lot of our facilities are made for these kids to come back. These kids, boys, selfishly the only boys that Maggie and I will ever have in our life. And that's strong, it's meaningful, it's very powerful. And as much as they're here, and I may not communicate with them on a daily basis, the fact that I can just look down at them, see them on our field, see them interact with our players, see them using our facilities, it's all I need. It's all I need. It's like the dad who knows your kids are home, you know they're downstairs, you know they're watching TV, you know they're enjoying one another. That's all that matters. And it will always be that way. I remember talking to Gordon the first time about the locker room for the kids, and he said, Tim, I really understand all these other facilities, but tell me about the alumni locker room. And that's when I told Gordon, I said, you have a daughter, Gordon, right? And he says, I do. And I said, you haven't closed her bedroom down just because she moved out of the home, did you? He goes, no, I didn't, and I understand where you're coming from. So really, that's what it leads to. We just never want these kids' bedroom to ever be closed, whether they're playing baseball or not playing baseball. We see this as an opportunity to continue family, continue the growth of a lot of people, not only the kids that are playing here, but the kids to my right that have helped establish this particular situation, which has been just a legacy of love. And they've left behind such great memories for all of us. The person to my right does not want to be up here right now. It's the last thing he wanted to do. And I told him he had to come because it was our idea and it was for us. And as much as in his mind that Tim Duncan wouldn't do this, David Price wouldn't do it, bottom line is we are celebrating our players and we're also celebrating him. when I think of him, I just think he's a pioneer in a lot of different ways. He came to Vanderbilt when it wasn't cool to come to Vanderbilt and play baseball. And he also came to Vanderbilt at a time where it may have not been cool to take yourself out of a major league draft either. And he chose to do that. He chose to leave a message on his phone that said, I appreciate the opportunity to play professional baseball, but come see me in 4 years. He didn't say 3. He said, come see me in 4 years, and I'll be ready at that time. The transformational moment that happened for him is one that he probably doesn't want to replay, but was probably such a growing moment for him in so many ways. It was the last pitch he threw here. I remember when he left that night, he left the locker room quick, and then the next day when I spoke to him, he said, it's not fair. It's not fair at all. You know how hard I work at this game. And I told him at some point of his life, like life's not fair, neither is the game of baseball. The game will come back around to him. And within a year, he was pitching for Stewart, the Tampa Bay Rays, against his Red Sox team, and left J.D. Drew on the field with the bases loaded and was able to finish up the 9th inning and celebrate the bottom of the pile. And I remember him leaving a message. He said, you're right, the game comes back around. And it did. Without him giving $1 to this project, David's always given to our program. He's got a philanthropic soul, and he's got a philanthropic spirit, and he always will. The irony of this is that he's giving to something that was a safe haven. The locker room that he was the first to and the last to leave, and the place that he always wanted to be about and have fun, is now the place that he's funding. So it makes it right on so many levels. The gift that he's given back to us, besides dollars for this facility, is the fact that he's here, the fact that he's around, the fact that he can be a leader in so many different ways. He knows how much I care about him, like the rest of these kids. I appreciate him being here, even though this was, as I said, something he did not want to do. But I think it's a grand moment for many of us. So with that, I'll leave it to David, and appreciate everything that he's done. And thank you